Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday Strong and Steady class. I am Jen. Happy to have everyone here today. Let's go ahead and start getting our body lubed up, warmed up, and we'll go over what the format of today's class is. So we've been together a couple of weeks now, and as a group, we've built up a library of movements that we should be somewhat to fairly proficient at doing. Okay, and so now it gives us an opportunity to start focusing on other elements, not just as much effort thoughtfully analyzing whether I'm doing this thing correctly, but now what other ways can I push myself? So in today's workout, we're going to push ourselves differently. We have 6 circuits of work, and each circuit has 4 different exercises. And we're going to do them obviously one at a time linearly. The first exercise, we're going to do 5 repetitions. The second exercise, 10 repetitions. The third will be 15 reps, and the fourth will be 20 reps. Okay, so intentionally, we're going to be doing more and more work as we go, and we're going to go through each circuit 2 times. Okay, so for instance, in this first circuit, the last exercise, we're going to do our chair glute bridges with pulses. And we're going to do 2 sets of 20. We're going to have both feet on the ground. And ideally, we're maintaining good stability. We're going to really get after our hamstrings and glutes and feel good blood flow and hopefully pretty good burn. Okay, so let's start with our hinging. So nice flat back, hands on your hips. Fanny going to the back wall and belly button through sternum descending toward the ground. Back stays nice and flat, and your ideal is to maintain parallel. Okay, continue with that until you really feel some good loosening up in your hamstrings, exhaling as you go down. And then you can move into body weight squats. So that same initiation with your hips, but then bend at the knees, lowering your hips toward the ground. And I'm just going to adjust the height on this. I always seem to have a little bit of trouble with that. Okay. Very good. So get in your squats. All right. Now, our first movement is going to be iron cross. All right. So we're going to use our dumbbells here. I've got a folding chair. Hopefully, if you find that you enjoy using a stick, you have it handy. All right, so iron cross, if you recall, iron cross is a body weight squat, but we keep our arms extended as we squat and then open our chest as we rise. We only have 5 of these. Then we move into an elbow squeeze to shoulder press, okay? And I like to do these seated, so we're really conscious of our core stability. So we're gonna be seated then with our dumbbells. Then we're going to do our standing oblique crunch. We have 15. So we'll do 8 on one side, 7 on the other. And then we have glute bridges back to our chair. Okay. So that's our first circuit. So grab your dumbbells. All right. Now, I know it's easy to forget which way you go first with it, but whenever I do a body weight squat, my natural inclination is to extend my arms to counter balance. Okay, so follow your instinct. All right, you ready? We just have 5. Exhale as you squat and extend your arms, and then out to the side as you rise. 2, 3, and your arms are staying parallel to the ground, and 5. Good. Okay, then we're back to our chair. Now we have 10 elbow squeeze to shoulder presses. So we're seated tall on our sit bones. Elbows extended, wrists on top of elbows, and dumbbells in our hand. Elbows together, squeeze, open, and press. Squeeze, open, and press. Squeeze, open, and press for 3. See how I'm getting in 2 breaths there? 6, 8. A lot of chest work here. Last one, elbows and ceiling. Okay, good. Now we have standing oblique crunch. So we can set our dumbbells down off to the side. Use your chair for balance or not, focusing on glutes and oblique, all right? And staying nice and tall, maintaining that center of gravity. Okay, I'm going left side first. Ready? We're going 8 in a row. Ready? Begin. 1. So elbow to knee, knee to elbow, holding as those two are connecting. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now we'll switch sides. We'll do 7 here. I know, Jen, it's uneven. We're gonna do another set and flip, so we'll even it out. Okay, right hand at right ear. Ready? Contract. 1, oblique. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good. Really get after that side core. Okay. Now we have our glute bridges on our chair. Okay. So our focus is going to be glutes and hamstrings. Our legs are extended in parallel. Heels in. I like to lift my toes up. Putting my hands at my sides on my chair, and I'm going to slide my fanny off. Okay. Now, I'm going to drive my heels into the ground, contracting through hamstrings to straighten my body so it's nice and long from knee to shoulder and back down. 1, 2, so fanny down, fanny up. 4, 5, 6, 7, and you should really be focusing on the back of your legs. 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know, the really fun thing about doing these from the chair is we get some good tricep work too. I don't know if you could feel your triceps working hard to keep that arm stable. Okay, one more set. Back to our iron crosses for 5. Okay, so dumbbells, nice body weight squat, checking in with my stance, soft knees, arms are gonna extend straight out. Ready, begin. And then out to the side. 1, 2, 3, weight in my heels, and 5. Good, aren't you glad we only have 5 of those? Okay, whoops, I still need these dumbbells. Elbow squeeze to shoulder press. All right. Okay, so stacked, elbows in front, arms bent to a 90, squeeze elbows out and up for 1. Elbow squeeze out, shoulder press, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can have wrists facing, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice job. Okay, now we have those standing oblique crunches. I'm gonna start on the right side because I'm gonna do 8 on this side now, right? So my left hand is by my chair, right hand at my ear. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay nice and tall. 6, 7, and 8. Nicely done. Switch sides. Left hand at left ear. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Challenge your balance. And 7. Okay. And now back to those glute bridges. Now, I recognize if you are having pains in your wrists doing this long of an exercise, pressing your wrists into the chair with these glute bridges, Obviously, do as many as you can with good form, okay? I don't want you to ignore your pain and suffer for it later, all right? So hands into chair. Our feet are extended in parallel. Slide your fanny off. Okay, now my body is bent. I'm going to straighten, all right? So lifting my fanny, squeezing my buns, 2, 3, so that from shoulder to knee, I'm nice and straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. All right, good job. Hopefully you were able to really feel like you were working the intended areas, your core was strong, and your hamstrings and glutes were working. Also shoulders, back, and triceps. Okay, get some water now as we move on to our next round. All right, so we have, we do have one new one. Okay, we have chair tricep push-ups. So this is going to be different from our incline push-ups that we've been working on. It's been a little bit since we've done these tricep push-ups. And then we have hydrants on the chair. And then dumbbell skier arms, that one's new. And in and out footwork, okay? All right, so let's start with our chair tricep push-ups. So we're gonna start off with our elbows locked into our ribs. And we're gonna be in front of our chair, and we're gonna focus on lowering our chest with elbows in and pressing up, okay? So the further out you go and drawing your elbows away, the more difficult this is going to become. If you're struggling with it, stay close. If you're comfortable with it, your arms are extended out and away, and you're gonna lower your elbows to the ground and press back up, okay? If that is too challenging today, then come in a little bit closer so that your elbows drift to your ribs, and we're gonna press up. So from the front, the elbows just stay next to the body as they skim toward the ceiling like a reverse row, and then you're gonna push back up, okay? So we have 5 of those, so let's get going. Okay, so I have the back of the chair in front of me, all right? And my hands are down on the chair. I'm a little bit closer than I would be on a regular push-up. I'm gonna bend at the elbow, lowering myself to the chair, and press back up. 1, 2, 3, lower with control, pause, extend, 4, and 5. Okay, good work. Now we have chair hydrants. So spin your chair around, and we'll be bent over on the chair with hands on the sides of the chair and gripping it. And then we're gonna lift I'm gonna demonstrate with my left leg. I'm gonna lift my left heel so my leg's at a nice right angle. And then I'm gonna freeze here, and then I'm gonna lift my knee and that solid framework of my leg out to the side, contracting through my glutes and obliques. So we'll do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Ready? Exhale and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5 the other way. Ready? Left leg bent at a right angle. Pull from the oblique and glute for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, nice job. Okay, so you should feel it in the sides of your butt, your glutes. Okay, now dumbbell skier arms. So I'm gonna set the dumbbells aside for a moment. So let's pretend that we're just swinging our arms front to back. So they're rising up in front of us as high as our shoulders, and swinging back behind our body. That's the movement that we're gonna do with our arms. And we're gonna control the height of our arms out in front. We don't want it to raise as high as our head. We wanna keep a connection with our lats, you know, that thing that we work on when we do rib cage arms. We wanna feel that tension in our lats throughout, okay? All right, now, with the rest of our body, we're just gonna practice a little mini hinge, okay? So I put my hands back on my hips and I'm sending my fanny back and I'm bending down my flat back, lowering just halfway. I'm not going all the way parallel to the ground. I'm kind of going halfway in between, okay? So that's what we're doing with our body, all right? So if we synchronize that, as we bend, our arms go back as though we're gonna do a jump. And as we rise, our arms are gonna fly up over our shoulders. And the key to this movement, hands go back as hips go back, hands rise as you come to standing. The key to this is as you add weight to your hands, right, we're sending more energy out away from our center of gravity. So our core has to be really strong to control that so we don't hurt ourselves, okay? So if you want to work on this without dumbbells, you may do so because it is a little bit of a energized movement, okay? And it demands a lot of our core the more and more weight that we use. So if you had water bottles that we're using that were fairly light, as well as dumbbells, that might be a good thing to do to just experiment with it, okay? So here we go. We have 15 of these. So this is a nice thing. I intentionally put it in this slot so you get lots of repetitions and get to know the feeling of this movement. Okay, ready? So my fanny's going back and my hinge and my hands are going back, and rise. And I feel kind of like a pendulum. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, good. All right, next time through, we'll talk about the muscle engagement that we should be feeling. Hopefully you got a feel for the movement that you were doing. Okay, so now we have our in and out footwork. We did this last time. We're just gonna do in and out. Okay, so gaze down, pick a little dust speck down in your carpet or a sock. I don't happen to have my little dot here today. So I'm gonna pick a little speck on the tile here and we're gonna go in or out and in 20 times, okay? You ready? All right, this is agility work. We're gonna lead with right foot first, then at 10, we're gonna lead with left foot. Okay, ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pausing at 10, switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get those feet off the ground. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good. I don't want to hear any shuffling feet out there. Make sure that you are lifting. Okay, now we're back to our chair tricep push-ups. Hopefully our heart is going a little bit, giving us some good oxygen potential. Okay, hands on the chair. Nice and narrow, right under shoulders. We're gonna lower our right below our sternum to the chair, elbows in, and press back up. Focus on your triceps, the backs of your arms. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Okay, back to our hydrant. So flip your chair around. We're nice and bent over. Left flamingo leg, all right? Exhale as you contract, pulling the knee up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Keep your arms as straight as you can. You're trying to lift the leg and not necessarily twist, just lift. Okay, so you don't want to drop the opposite hip, if that makes sense. Okay, right leg, flamingo leg. Exhale as you contract glutes and obliques. 2, 3, keep that left arm straight, 4, and 5. Nice. Okay, back to our dumbbell skier arms. All right, now, let's analyze. We know in our weights, because I told you already, we're focusing on lats. That's the bottom side of our arms. The top side is our deltoids. So we're also going to be squeezing through our deltoids and our chest, our pecs, our pectoralis muscles, okay? On the bottom, because we're hinging, right? We're focusing on core and then also glutes and hamstrings, okay? So we shouldn't be getting into our knees. We want to keep our weight back on our heels. All right, you ready? We have 15 of these. Inhale, and let's go. Exhale, 1. And as you rise, make sure you're coming up to neutral. Don't thrust your hips past neutral. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, good. Hopefully, with a little bit of thought process, you're able to think about those muscles and activate them a bit more. Okay, in and out footwork. All right, find your spot. Want to make sure we get wide with our feet as we step out. Okay, ready? We're going to stop at 10 and alternate our leading foot. Ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. All right, good work. Now we're moving on to station 3. Okay, so we're gonna have our chair handy. We have bent over tricep kickbacks, torso twists, airplane arm, and skaters. So we are gonna do some more footwork in there, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get our dumbbells. 5 tricep kickbacks, all right? So we're gonna do these really slow, all right? I know we've done a lot with our triceps, but we're gonna focus on really slow. So hang with me. It's a slow 3 count to as we extend our arms back, and a slow 3 count as we return them, okay? So get into your nice bent over position, neutral spine, elbows locked into your ribs, okay? Inhale and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, hold, 4, 2, 3, oops, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, last one, 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, good job. Okay, now have a seat, and we have 10 torso twists. Okay, knees are a little bit wider than our hips. We're on our sit bones, feet on the ground, ballerina arms, neck is nice and soft, tops of shoulders relaxed. And most importantly, we're gonna keep our shoulder blades stable in their positioning on our back. We don't want one shoulder to rise up as we twist, okay? Keep them stable. All right, now ballerina arms, draw your navel in, exhale, twist to the right and return. Left, right, left, right. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You may wonder why I focus so much on the torso twist as a movement, and it's all about mobility, right? We're trying to strengthen the muscles in our back. Our back is an amazing machine in terms of the musculature and the movement that it supports, but we have to keep that engine firing. Okay, now we're gonna do airplane arms. So you can do this either seated or in a bent over position. We have 15 of these, okay? So as we're bent over, make sure we have a nice neutral spine. Make sure your neck is neutral. So don't lift your chin. Your chin should be pointed down toward the ground at the same angle as the rest. of your spine, okay? Arms are dangling. We're gonna do this nice and slow. Our arms are dead, and we're retracting from our back, pulling our shoulder blades together. Ready? 15. 1, 2. And I like to do this with no weight at all and really think about allowing my back muscles to do this work and control it, and not just the contraction, but also the extension of the muscles, the eccentric portion. I got 10, and I'm contracting and lengthening. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, nice work. All right, now our skaters. So skaters, I didn't call it this last time we did this, but when we were standing and doing the footwork where we're reaching behind the foot that was planted, reaching behind and then planting a foot and extending that leg, that essentially is a movement called skater. And the faster that we do it and the broader the distance we cover laterally increases the work that we're doing. It makes it more challenging, and it helps develop, you know, our heart, our muscles, all of that. But we're starting from wherever we can here, and we're starting with agility and footwork. Okay, so we're doing that movement. You can extend your arms out to the side, all right? And we're gonna begin reaching. Now we have 20 of these, okay? So we'll count every step to the side, all right? I'm reaching back with my right leg first. 1 step, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my arms are extended out from my sides, and that back leg is reaching, straightening, pounding, pressing the balls of my feet into the ground and squeezing my back butt. Squeeze that glute. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, nice job. I know I kind of got lost track of my counting there, but we're about on the right track. All right. Okay, back to our bent over tricep kickbacks, back to our dumbbells. All right. So feet are planted, soft knees, hinging slightly. We're not at 90 and we aren't upright. We're somewhere in between, elbows locked in, nice and slow. Exhale, 1, 2, 3 to straight. 1, 2, 3 to bend. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3 with control, nice and slow. Last one. 5, 2, 3. All right, nice job. Okay, torso twists. All right, back to a seated position. Feel my sit bones into my folding chair, knees are wide, feet on the ground. Ballerina arms, inhale, exhale, twist. Right and left, right and left. Remember, you're twisting through the rib cage. Good. Okay. Airplane arms, so just come to standing if you wish, or hinge forward from your seat. Let the arms dangle down. Ready, steady, and begin by contracting through the back and rib and shoulder blades. 1, 2, and maybe you're imagining paragliding. 4, 5, although I find that terrifying. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really focus on your back. Make your chest as quiet as you can. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, nice job. Now, last set of skaters. Okay, now, when you start getting to a point where what I'm doing for you here on skaters is easy, you can also add in an element of, so as you step back with that right leg, you can reach down with your right hand, okay? And reach from the waist. Now, you don't have to, but that's where it begins to get more interesting, okay? So you can reach for the ground, alternating hands. Okay, ready, steady, and go. Skater, reaching back. So if you're watching your screen, you can see that I'm just lowering one hand down as though I'm gonna tap to the ground. 10, all right, 10 more. 3, 4, really extend that back leg. 9 and 10. All right, nice job. Okay. Great work. We're moving on to the fourth circuit. So get some water. Okay, this again is a lot of back work. I've got a big back theme going today. Okay. I have this personal belief that people don't focus on their back muscles as much as they need to. And we almost need to do it arguably a little bit more, because all of our work as humans happens in this front side of our bodies. Because our arms don't readily go back here, we don't work a lot back there. And so it's important to really give good attention to the muscles in our back to support our spine and keep us neutral. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the bent over row 3 ways. So we are rowing, so that means we're drawing elbows to the ceiling. So we're gonna do left, right, together, and that's 1, okay? Then we have upright rows. So we can either be seated or come to standing, and we're gonna draw the elbows to the ceiling, okay? And then we have push out to press. So we'll definitely be seated for that one. And then we're gonna do lateral lunges. Whoo, are you crazy, Jen? No, I'm not. Okay, we're gonna work on lateral lunges. All right, so bent over rows, 3 ways. So get into your bent over position, somewhere between vertical and parallel to the ground, right in between. Okay, now we're gonna pull from one side, the other side stable, alternate, and then both. Ready? Left, right, both for 1, left, right, both for 2, right, both for 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3 for 5. Okay, come to upright. Now, either depending on the weight that you've got, either hang on to 1 dumbbell or 2, and we're gonna draw our elbows to the ceiling for 10. Ready? 1, 2, we're pulling up that zipper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, if you hadn't already, please grab your chair. I like this push out to press to be stable. So you have to rely on your core strength to hold your back still. Okay, so I'm on my sit bones. My feet are out, but they are not kissing at the knees. Okay, I'm using 2 dumbbells. You are free to use 1 and grab it by the ears. It's entirely up to you. We're gonna push straight out, bring it back in, and then press to the ceiling. Okay, so we don't get a lot of rest with this one, but we only have 15. Okay, so if we have 15, think about, do I want 2 dumbbells or do I want 1? What is better? Okay, knowing that I've got a lot of work. Okay, ready? Inhale and exhale, press out and up for 1. Out, in, up for 2, 3. And remember, this not only is gonna help us in our shoulders and chest, but we're also thinking the muscles around our shoulders, including stabilizing our shoulder blades. And I think that's 10, 1, 2. And the slower you go, the better, the more stable you allow your muscles to be to take care of your spine. Okay, now we have lateral lunges. So I'm gonna set that down, my dumbbells down. I'm gonna be behind my chair. That will allow me the support if I need it as I lunge out to the side, okay? So my feet are together right behind my chair. I'm gonna step with my left to the side and return. Right to the side and return. 3, 4, and you can make your step to the side as big as you can or need to throughout. Yes, Jen, 20 is a lot. So manage your work. 10, and I got 10 more. I'm counting each step. 2, 3, 4, and remember, this is for our inner thighs. This is lengthening through our hips. 7, I'm pushing off with that bent leg. 9, and 10. Good. Okay, back to the top. Bent over rows 3 ways. Okay, here we go. All right, I'll show you from the front view. Arms at my side, hinging, lowering down just a bit. All right, left row, right row, both for 1. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, and both for 3. Left, right, both for 4. 1, 2, both for 5. Okay, come to vertical. Change your grip. We have the upright rows, so we're drawing our elbows to the ceiling. Ready, steady. 1. Belly button to chin, pulling up the zipper. 4, 5, and you're thinking with your upper back and shoulders here. 7, and obviously your core. 8, 9, and I'm standing just a little more heavy into the balls of my feet than my heels in that, because I want to keep that weight centered in my core and not in my low back. Okay, push out to press, back to your chair. All right, ready? I have both dumbbells now. You can be using one if you wish, holding it by the ears, okay? So we're gonna press out, dangle the baby, retract, and press overhead. Ready? 1, and up. Out, in, up for 2. We have 15 of these. 3. 5. 7, and I just have a slight isometric hold as I extend away from my body. 10, I got 5 more, I can do it. 1, 2, core nice and tight. 3, 4, and 5. All right, lower the weights with control. Okay, lateral lunges. All right, upright, back of the chair available to me now. All right, ready? Stepping to the side, using the chair as I need. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And really feel that energy from the ground as you use that outside leg to press you back up. 10, 10 more. And if you're getting tired, don't step out quite as far, right? Manage, manage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Nice work. Okay, now we have 2 more circuits. Get some water here if you need. We have a fun lineup here. Okay, we have chair reverse plank toe tap. So we're gonna be in our nice reverse plank position, and then we're gonna tap one leg out and away so that we're forcing to stabilize our pelvis with one leg. Okay, we've been working on this in a variety of formats. I'm confident that you can do it. You don't have to tap very far away. You just have to focus on stabilizing your pelvis and tap outside, okay, for 5. And then we have our single leg Romanian deadlifts. We're gonna use standing, we're gonna use a chair. We practiced that last workout. We're gonna practice it again today. Then we have seated front raise. Okay, so we're gonna raise. We can use 1 dumbbell or 2, and we're gonna start at our knees and raise until our biceps are about at our chin, back down. So we're trying to work our chest, load our chest there. And then we're gonna flip it back around and do some mountain climbers with the chair. Okay, so are you ready? Good, okay. So hands, you're seated on your chair, hands are at your sides on the chair, all right? You're gonna slide your fanny off and we're supporting it with our back, our core, and our heart is lifted. Okay, now left heel digs in as right leg extends. 1, and alternate. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, that's it. And we're gonna switch with the next set, okay? All right, single leg Romanian deadlift. All right, so here we're lowering our torso, lifting a single leg. So we look like we're in this elevated plank, right? And the control point is our core and our back, meaning both sides of our spine, but also the leg that's in the ground, the glute and hamstring, that's your focus, okay? So we have 10 of these, so we're gonna do 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. Okay, so our arms are bent. And as we bend over, our hands are gonna balance onto the chair, okay? So we're gonna lower our hands to the chair. Don't reach for the chair with our hands, okay? All right, so I'm gonna keep my right leg planted. My left leg is gonna go as my torso descends. Ready? And up for 1, lower, and up for 2, lower. Dig that heel into the ground to contract the hamstring, drive you up. 4, and 5. Okay, switch legs. So now I'm controlling it with my left leg down, right leg's floating. Lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nicely done. Okay, seated front raise. Okay, so yes, we have 15 of these, Betsy's. Okay, now when I do this, if I want to push myself a little bit more, I'm going to put myself into a boat pose. Okay, so instead of being upright on my sit bones with a neutral spine, I'm going to lean back a little bit on my sacrum, that rounded part on the bottom of your spine. But I am going to still keep my neutral spine. I'm not going to hunch and round. I'm going to sit with a nice neutral spine, and I'm going to control that neutral spine with my core. Okay, extend your arms, dumbbell to your knee. Exhale, raise and lower for 1, raise and lower for 2, raise and lower for 3 with control. 4, 5. Now this is as much for your chest as it is for your core. 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, and all we're doing here, right, is creating movement in that joint at the shoulder. Everything else is so still. Last 1. Okay, so when we started out, that shouldn't have been the hardest thing in the world, but by the time you got to the 12th and 14th rep, you hopefully were feeling some good burn. Okay, chair mountain climbers. All right, so we are bent over on our chair. All right, feet in parallel with our hips. All right, and now to do these chair mountain climbers, and if you want to, you can extend a little bit more out to plank if you're able, but if you can't, that's okay. But we're gonna do knee thrusts. And as we do those knee thrusts, we're drawing our knee toward our torso, toward our armpit on that same side, okay? And I want you to focus on stability, all right? Stabilizing in the shoulders. I don't want everything in your body to be moving as you're thrusting your knees, okay? So each knee thrust is a count. Squeeze through your armpits, engage your core, all right? Gazing down at the chair, find your good position. Inhale and exhale, thrust. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. I don't know why I started there. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So it was almost like I was marching in place on an incline, stabilizing my torso with the chair. I hope you all got that. Okay. I know we haven't done it in the bed. Okay. Back to the chair, reverse plank toe taps. All right, so slide your fanny onto the chair, hands at your sides. Slide your fanny off. All right, now we're gonna start with the tap with the left foot, or whichever one you didn't start with last time, okay? But you're nice and stable, heels dug into the ground. All right, tap. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, keep it moving. Single leg Romanian deadlift. Ready. Back of the chair is there waiting for me. I'm going to keep right foot down. Left leg floats. 1. This is our elevated plank. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides, left leg down, right leg floats. Lowering your torso toward the chair, but neutral spine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work. Okay, seated front raise. We're gonna keep moving, no breaks. We know what we're doing now. Okay, either upright or back on your sacrum in boat. Get that dumbbell down towards your knees. All right, we got 15, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Find your awareness here. I like to breathe throughout. That helps calm me. Okay, good. I have 10. I got 5 more. 1, 2. Check in with your spine. Think long. 1 more. 5. Okay. And back to the chair, mountain climbers. All right. So I'm turning the chair. So I'm looking down at the seat, and I'll plant my hands down on the seat. All right. I'm going to extend my body. My legs, my back hopefully is nice and flat. My legs can be bent as they reach down for the ground. Or if you're able, you can straighten it and come into this inclined plank. Now this is going to be the march. We're alternating legs with the knee thrust driving toward the armpit. Ready, steady, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And think about drawing your belly button in as the knee thrusts. Imagining that your abs are pulling your knee toward your chest. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, nice job. Okay, we're on our last circuit. All right, which well, I was going to say it isn't quite as intense, but we do have a squat to curl to press in there. So, all right, so we're going to start with bent over hover arms. All right, for 5. Then we have squat to curl to press. So you can either come from the chair or squat from a standing position and curl and press to the ceiling, dumbbell in each hand. Then we have boat pose, rib cage to angel arms. So we'll sit back on the chair, on our sacrum in our boat pose, drawing our arms from our knees up to our cheeks, and then do angel, like snow angel arms out to the side in return. And we're focusing on that shoulder mobility and stabilizing everything else in our body. We have 15 of those. And then we have scarecrow arms. So we'll do 10 up and 10 down for 20, okay? All right, so you ready? Bent over hover arms. Okay, so we're gonna get into our bent over position. All right, now we're gonna extend our arms back behind our body. So fingertips are reaching toward the wall behind you, okay? Palms down. All right, now we're gonna hover. So draw them up overhead, like you're making, they're hovering over water. You're drawing them back and forth, skimming the surface of the water 5 times. Just working through that range of motion in our shoulders. Okay, good. All right, now we're gonna do squat to curl to press. Okay, so if we start from our chair, this is a great place to start because then you can really focus on, am I wiggling or not? Okay, so arms are dangling. Dig the heels into the ground. Rise, curl, and press for 1. Lower the weights and sit back down. And press for 2. Come to a complete stillness. 3, 4, 5. Good. Sit. Use your breath. That was 6, 7, and remember, come to standing, then initiate your bicep curl and press. I got 2 more. Good. Last one. And 10. All right, nice job. Okay. Now that boat pose. So sit back in your chair. We're not gonna lean against the backrest. We're just gonna sit back, and I'll give you a different angle here so you can see. So my spine is at a neutral. My knees are extended parallel to hips, heels into the ground, but toes are lifted. Arms are extended out by my knees. I'm gonna exhale as I draw my arms up to my ears and then extend out and around for 1. Out and around for 2. 3. So drawing back, it's almost like a backstroke. 5, 6. And I'm focusing on this arm movement, but I'm also focusing on lengthening through my spine. 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one and 5. Okay, good. All right, now you can come back to your upright position, seated. And let's do our scarecrow arms, okay? So elbows bent, palms down, and extended out from your shoulders, okay? Let's go ahead and do scarecrow arms down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to level. Now up. 2, 3, 4. There's a big difference in that feeling with that external rotation. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. Hover arms. So get into your bent over position. Extend your arms back, palms down, and exhale as you draw them out to your side, up to the top of the head, and back down for 1, 2, and think with your back. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, grab your dumbbells. Squat to curl to press. Ready, dumbbells at your side. We have 10, let's keep moving. Dig the heels, rise, curl, and press for 1. 2. Heels, hamstrings, glutes. 3. 4. 5. Good, and as you rise and do your curl to press, make sure that belly button's in and the rib cage is knitted together. 9, 1 more. And 10. And have a seat, set your dumbbells to the side. We have boat pose. All right, so seated boat pose, knees in parallel, heels down, toes up. Sit back, deepen your wrap of your transverse, zip your ribs together, and exhale as you draw your arms up towards your ears and then out and around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and think smooth as you draw your arms. Your biceps reach your ears and then they extend out and away as though you're swimming through water and bringing them back to rest at your knees. 10, I'm gonna do 5 more. 1. Okay, now as I'm getting tired, I'm thinking long neutral spine again. 4 and 5. Okay, come back to neutral. And our last work for the day is our scarecrow arms. All right. Okay, so now I'm seated back on my sit bones, knees in parallel, arms extended, bend at the elbows, nice right angles, palms down. Exhale as the fingers drip toward the ground, elbows stay stable. 2, 3, 4, 5, and start paying attention to what your shoulder blades, what your tops of shoulders are doing right now. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and up. 2, externally rotating. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, lower your arms. Let's do some small circles with our shoulders, shrugging them back 1 at a time. Maybe 5 or 6 times on each side, and then draw them forward. We did a lot of back and shoulder work. Now, as we draw them forward, we should be very aware that we're also raising our shoulder blades here. Raising and lowering. Good, okay, let's extend our fingertips toward the ceiling. Reach down with our right hand, grabbing our left wrist and opening up that left side. Good, return to center, release. Left hand grabbing right wrist and opening. Good. And return to center, fingertips extending toward the ceiling, extend your legs, and then hinge forward. Reaching for your toes, bending at the waist, lowering your chest toward your thighs, getting a little bit of stretch in your lower back. Good, and return your hands to your hips and hinge, engaging your core, coming back to upright. All right, great class today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt competent and comfortable in everything that we did. Today is Thursday. If I don't see you Sunday, oh,